Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Move Podcast, and Ty Lue is not gonna make the adjustment, is he? How many games is it gonna take before they decide to bench either Harden or Westbrook? Now, amidst all the NFL games going on, I didn't watch this game, so I was tracking the score though earlier, and then I saw the highlights. I think they had it on ESPN, or no, not ESPN. I think it was like NBA TV, whatever it was, right? So it was like a 9-minute highlight, and man, it was bad. So I go watch it, then look at the stats and everything, man. And based on what I saw when I watched the highlights, the full 9-minute highlights they had out there, I'm not surprised at the stat line, right? And James Harden, again, this was his really worst plus or minus from the stat line, a minus 28, only 11 points, okay? And he has plays about the same amount of minutes as Westbrook, and they both give you the same output again. Westbrook has 12 points, Harden has 11 points. It's the same stuff, man, all over again, right? So it's clear that they can't play together. This is a 4-game sample size, okay? They're finally at home, all right? And Harden has his worst game as a Clipper, and definitely really worse because of just the massive plus or minus. He was a liability on the court, and we knew that. Harden doesn't play defense anymore, right? Their best lineup the score is 105-101, but the Grizzlies was up a lot more by double digits throughout this game, okay? And when the Clippers started to make their comeback, the best lineup they had on the court was Russell Westbrook, Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. So when they went small ball, they were aggressive, they were fast, they were moving the ball, no hesitation, guys were playing defense. That was like the lineup, and then if you want to, swap out man for putting Zubac in there, as your big, then cool, you can do that, but I mean, and you want Harden to lead the second unit. They need to start Westbrook over Harden. Okay, Harden doesn't really have any wiggle room for his ego anymore. If Ty Lue wants to save his job, or maybe Ty Lue's job is safe, and I'm starting to question, did Ty Lue really want to have James Harden on this team? Before they got James Harden, his team was balling. This was a really good team. And you saw in this game that that lineup with Mann and Westbrook and Kawhi and Paul George, that was a strong lineup. It was a small ball lineup, but it was a fast, aggressive lineup, and they were moving the ball. And Powell, he got 20 points. He was a +8 from the plus and minus stat line, man. Just highly effective. Terrence Mann got 7 points, but he's a +13, man. Clearly that's the lineup they need to go with. Now I know Kawhi didn't have his best game. Kawhi was not efficient, which is rare for him. He was 6 for 16, only 14 points. So, part of this loss and that those runs was Kawhi wasn't getting the buckets. But honestly, if he's not that efficient, then maybe Kawhi isn't just getting the kind of looks they normally gets when Harden's out on the court. You know what I'm saying? And Paul George was good. This is another good game for Paul George. But again, when you have Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, one of those guys between Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, they both can't cook at the same time. And again, you're going to get the same type of point production from Westbrook and Harden, man. This is getting crazy, man. And it's fascinating to me that we're game 4 into this, and they did not make a change. They didn't want to make a change after game 1, game 2, game 3, okay, game 4. And not only that, you lose to the second worst team, or tied for the worst team in the NBA, in the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe Detroit Pistons is the other with 2-18, at home. And, they don't have, Adams. Grizzlies don't have Adams. They don't have, Ja Morant, obviously. So this should have been a game you could have easily won this game, but Grizzlies play hard. Bane played very well. Bane has been pretty much trying to carry this team. It's been really hard. He he's not really a point guard, but he has to handle the ball a lot more, and he's still scoring at a high clip. Man, he was not efficient tonight, man. But won the game though, right? But as far as the Clippers go, man, you get what you pay for. And they keep losing games. You keep playing this experimenting with James Harden in the lineup. It's just going to continue to cost you games. By the time you figure it out, how big of a hole have you dug yourself in? This is terrible. This is looking like one of the worst trades so far I've seen in a long time. I don't know how they get this turned around at all, because someone's feelings going to get hurt. And if at the end of the day, listen, I want Westbrook locked in, so I'm going to start Westbrook. I could care less about James Harden. James Harden, You can dazzle with the second unit, Westbrook in the lineup. Let's go. The decision is easy. Ty Lue can make the listen. If he's getting orders from above not to start, or to start James Harden, then that's the Clippers front office. That's their fault. If Ty Lue's hands is handcuffed, then that's unfortunate. So maybe Ty Lue's job is safe, and he's like, hey, we just got this expensive dude. He has to be in the lineup. But are you trying to win games? You need to do what's best for the team. And again, Kawhi Leonard is playing these games. We haven't gotten to the load management part of the season where these dudes start missing games. Whether it's through they get nicked up, injury, or just load managing, minutes restriction, all those things, right? So I give credit to Paul George and Kawhi Leonard playing these games. But right now it's like you're wasting their efforts because you're still trying to find a way to insert Harden, and it's like, Harden is not. He's saying he's not a system player. He's a system. Clearly, whatever system you are is not enough. It ain't good enough. You're gonna have to fit into a system for the Clippers to flourish. So let me know what y'all think as the Clippers are now 0-4 with James Harden. Very fascinating, man. Well, not really, but hey, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.